Like, I love a good bargain. I love a good deal. I love finding them. I'm like, oh my God, I got one over on these people. Look at what I found. Hey y'all, so today we're going to be playing with a little bit of new makeup. I found some like basically clearance makeup. I don't know, I found a bucket of clearance makeup at the store and I just started going through it, grabbing things that were on sale, and so I thought I would share with you some of the new makeup. So we're just going to play, we're going to have fun. Obviously this is the finished look. If you like it, I will show you what products helped to create it. If you guys haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe. I really would love for you to subscribe. Join the York fam, hit the bell, subscribe. I ruined that, I just butchered that. I would really love for you guys to subscribe to my channel if you have not. Keep up to date with me, follow me on Instagram. We do fun stuff there too. All makeup related. If you guys like this look and you want to see me play with some new makeup, see what I got, then just keep watching. Alright, so the other day I was walking through Walmart to go get some of the Revlon Frost and Glow because I did my hair again and I got the blonde kit, the kit that's for blonde hair, so it came out like a lot brighter blonde this time, which really loved. But I also used the same exact technique as I did in my video. I will link it for you down below if you want to check that out, of how I like balayage, honey dip my hair situation. But I used the medium kit, the one that was for medium brown hair, and this time I used the one that was for blonde. So same application and everything, just a little bit brighter results. Anyways, I got so distracted right there. As I was walking through Walmart to go back there to the hair section, I saw a bunch of like clearance makeup bins, and so of course I had to stop and like look through everything, and I found a couple of things and I've been like testing them out to see how I like them. One of the things that I saw was the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. So this is a luminous foundation, and of course they had a bunch of like dark shades, but this was the lightest one that I could find. But honestly, this summer whenever I get super tan, this is gonna be like perfect for me. Mine is in the shade, I have no idea. I am going to use this today because I've used it a few times. It is a little bit dark, but I just bring it down my neck and honestly, it's gonna be fun. And also I like looking tan, so I just use my sponge, bring this down my neck and everything, and it ends up looking fine. So yesterday had a little Super Bowl get together here at my house with just some friends and neighbors and stuff like that. Did a cookout, watched the game, blah blah blah. So many of the ladies were like, oh my God, I love your hair, I love your makeup. And I'm like, I don't know, I didn't really do much, but you know, hey, I was using this foundation, I look super tan and bronzed and glowy, which is my favorite way to look. A damp sponge and like a lot of setting spray, you can really make anything work, honestly. And it looks a little crazy until you get like your concealer and all that stuff on, but I just use like a little bit and really buff it down the neck, onto your chest, and then you just look like a bronze goddess, you know? Because it's like you're wearing long sleeve, but you have that bronzed face. As I'm like working this into my skin, I'll just like spray my face, blend it out. It just really makes it look like more dewy and like really luminous, and kind of shears it out because it is the wrong shade for me right now. But just wait till the end. I will look so bronzy. You won't even be able to stand it. Even took something and like put it right here on my chest just to keep the illusion going, you know, the light illusion going. But yeah, if they had had my shade, I would have gotten my shade. But you know what? I was like, hey, I will just get tan here in a couple months, and then this will be perfect for me. And until then, I'm gonna fake it till I make it. But this foundation is amazing. I have heard a lot of good stuff about this from other people on YouTube and stuff, and I've been wanting to try it. So whenever I saw it there in the clearance, I was like, yeah, I have to have it. I have to have it. And I'm not kidding, I think it was like $4. So I guess I'm just gonna do kind of the look that I did yesterday because it looked really good. I felt really beautiful and I got compliments on it, which makes me think that it looked good and other people liked it too. So, and my face will lighten up a little bit whenever we do concealer, so don't worry, okay? Just don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to use these two concealers today. This one is a little bit darker. This is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and this is the NYX HD. I'm simply just going to use this just to brighten up a little bit, like that. This is good at covering dark circles. And then I'll just take a little bit of this NYX HD, because this is also like one of my faves. And I'll just put a little bit just to kind of brighten it up a little bit and kind of mix those together. So I'm going to use my sponge again. Got a couple of breakouts right here. So annoying. See, it kind of lightens it up, makes your face look more like I could actually be this tan, which I will be. You know, sometimes the most natural looking makeup is what makes you feel the prettiest, you know what I mean? You know, I know that on YouTube there's all these amazing crazy makeup looks, and I've even done some crazy ones, but I mean, yeah, they're fun, but sometimes the most just simple things are what make you feel the best about yourself. So like yesterday, man, I was feeling myself. I like gave myself a great blowout with my hair. My hair was voluminous, blonder, which makes me feel better, and it just makes you feel good to just wear the amount of makeup that makes you feel the most beautiful. And when you feel beautiful, you just exude happiness, and in return, you are more beautiful. So I also got in the clearance section another Maybelline Superstay, but this one is in a darker shade. So look, I have this one that I always love to use, just a lighter shade. This was just a darker one, and they had, like I said, just a bunch of dark shades. So I got a dark one just to use for cream bronzing and whatnot. So I didn't use this yesterday. Yesterday I used my NYX contour, but you know, I'm showing you guys the new makeup that I got. So, and it works pretty good as a bronzer color, like a cream bronzer. I don't use much though because it is pretty dark, and I'm gonna have to also set it with a powder, so you don't want to go too overboard. Mine also, by the way, is in the shade 356, Warm Coconut. Oh, so fitting. But see how that just gives a nice warm bronze to the skin? I love to do this because look how wet you get, and then you can just go in and really make the creams really malleable and really blend out. That's something I've just been doing. Like if I'm working with a lot of creams, I just keep dousing my face in setting spray, and it just helps keep the creams really blendable, really movable. Actually, I think I'm gonna do my brows first. I'm gonna let this just kind of sit. And you know what's freaking crazy is I cannot even feel this on my skin, which I love. I love a foundation where you can't feel it. Your skin doesn't look heavy, but you still look luminous, healthy. It's like skin. Like I really love this foundation, and I don't care if it's not my shade. I'll blend it down to my elbows to make it work because it's so good until I get tan enough to where it's like my shade. So for brows, I'm gonna use my NYX micro brow pencil. Anyways, you know, sometimes you have good brow days, sometimes you have bad, you know, it's not my best work. All right, so to set this concealer and all of these creams, I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contour highlight thing. Obviously you can see I love this little palette. This shade right here, it's amazing. Brightens, it sets beautifully, it wears beautifully, and literally I think this thing is like $3.99 or something. So ridiculous, and I love that. And it has a little bit of pigment and coverage to it. It's just amazing. To set the bronzer, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use my Benefit Hoola bronzer because oh my god, it's my favorite. Do you wanna see how much it's my favorite? I got it, I feel like not that long ago, and I've already hit pan. So I'm gonna use it. I know it's redundant, but you can't tell me what to do because you're not my real dad. I have been on a Raw Beauty Kristi kick for the past like couple weeks. Like I just can't stop binge watching her. She is the funniest. She's so talented. I should do a favorites video and put her in it. That's how much I love her. If you guys haven't watched her, watch her. She's freaking hilarious. And every time she says anything about you're not my real dad, I literally die. I die laughing every time. She is the funniest, and it's kind of catchy. Someone's trying to tell me something like, you're not my real dad. It just works, you know? The perfect thing to say to someone. This bronzer is my favorite thing of life. Maybe not of life, but Jesus Lord, this is the best freaking bronzer in the world. Try it, please. Please try it. Okay, another thing I got on clearance makeup. Oh, baby. This. I am completely obsessed with this blush right here. L'Oreal's Paradise Enchanted blush. It's a scented blush. I think it's like their peach collection because it smells like peaches. And look at what it looks like. So it's definitely luminous. It's like this orangey, pinky, like whenever I first got it, the pinkness in the center wasn't quite shown through as much. It was basically like this whole orange area. And now that I'm using it, the pink really starts to come through. It's super luminous. It looks so beautiful. It's the perfect like orangey, corally blush. Oh my God, what shade is this? Fantastical 191. And the thing is it's not overly pigmented. Like you can load up on this right here. Like, load up on it. The more you put, the better you look. It is fantastical. It is fantastic. No wonder they named it that. It goes so freaking perfect with a bronze look. I'll put this everywhere. I'll put it up here because it has a beautiful sheen to it. It just melts in with your bronzer. I will put this all over my face. I can't stop, and I can't tell you enough how happy I am. I'm not kidding. I think this was like $2.99. I'm not even playing. I literally hit the jackpot. They had so much. I wanted more, but you know, I'm trying not to buy too much makeup. You know, I can't resist clearance. Like, I love a good bargain. I love a good deal. I love finding them. I'm like, oh my God, I got one over on these people. Look at what I found. All right, so time for highlight. So before I do highlight, I like to spray my sponge and just melt all these powders into my skin. So that way your skin is a little bit damp and your highlight will go on like extra wet. I'm gonna use Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. Also hit pan. You can see, obviously this is like a favorites video. I don't know, maybe I should do one because I'm kind of using all my favorites, but I thought this was just me showing you my new makeup. But apparently it's a favorites video. Like a recent favorites, honestly, because I've been just dying over these new products that I got. Not to mention the price I paid for them. Okay, what I did yesterday was just take this contour color, throw some of that up in the crease with this big giant fluffy brush. These powders right here, they do kick up a lot, like in the pan. They do have a lot of kick up whenever you put your brush in there, but honestly, I don't really love that in a powder, like with a eyeshadow or anything. I don't love it when that happens. I really don't, but for these, I will make an exception. You are the only exception. It's not my most favorite attribute. I even take a hint of the Hoola because it's just a different tone. That's just kind of a warmer. This is a more neutral. Throw some of that on over. Get a little bit of a smaller brush. Do the same thing underneath. Then what I did was I took a little bit of this blush and I took this little kind of flat but fluffy brush and I just laid it all over the lid. Just everywhere because it's got a beautiful like sheen to it and it's just a wonderful bronzy nudie type of color for your lid, and it's very very subtle, which I like. Sometimes it's fun to just have a nice bronzy glowy face and a big lash. Keep the eyes very simple and understated. That's what I did yesterday, and I'm telling you right now, people like that. You'll get more compliments just having some normal simple little makeup look, and I get it, and that's what I like, honestly. All right, I'm just gonna put some black up in my waterline. Hold on, I have to sharpen this as always. All right, so I'm gonna use the Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen and up in my waterline. This stuff right here, ooh, whoa. Like you barely have to touch it to your eye and it is just gliding on and it doesn't move. So by putting this up in your waterline, it's just gonna make your lashes look thicker and also kind of disguise if you're gonna put false lashes on it. So we curled our lashes and I'm gonna use the Maybelline The Falsies Volume Express mascara. This is a new tube that I picked up because I was running out, and honestly, this is one of my all-time favorite mascaras. It always makes your lashes just look so good. I feel like mascara is a very personal thing because everyone's lashes are so different. So you kind of just have to try them and see which ones work for you. I usually use whatever highlight I'm wearing and just highlight my inner corners, but sometimes Champagne Pop can be a little bit dark for an inner corner. So I'm going to use this IBY Beauty highlighter in the shade Radiant Glow Highlighter 24 Karat Magic. So this is just a little bit of a brighter shade, which I like for my inner corner. And even that is almost a little dark. You know, I really like in the Jaclyn Hill palette, the first two shades. And once you use that, it's like hard to go back to anything else. So you know what? I think I'm gonna get that. It's like, that's pretty and all, but just wait. So I like to like just mix these first two shades. And once you use this, I mean, look, nothing else really can do what these two do. Everything else seems too dark. I mean, they're beautiful like for your face highlights, but if you want a bright inner corner, girl, that right there, ooh, is where it's at, and it's almost too much. You know, it's just almost too much. It'll be fine. You know what, while I'm here, I think I'm going to take a little bit of this shade, I'm not sure what it's called, and just pop a little bit on the outer corner of the eye. I really love this shade. I don't know what it is about it. It's just, ooh, it's good. So then I'll go back in with that first brush that we used just to put the bronzer on and just blend over it. just kind of mix all that together. The bronzer, the blush that we put on our eyes, and then a little bit of that shade. I don't know, this shade just always makes every eye look just look so much better. I don't understand how it does it. I'm dropping everything over here like that. That's great. This palette is like my #1. So good. I think I just want to take a little bit more of that blush that we used that's just so fantastical and pop it right over the top again. It's like literally almost like the color of my shirt. All right, I'm gonna hop off camera. I'm gonna pop on some lashes and we'll come back and do the lips, and I will show you this amazing lipstick that you must know about. Be right back. All right, so I popped on some big giant lashes and I put this Morphe bar liner in my lower waterline and just put mascara on, and I also threw a little bit of brow gel in my brows just so they lay nicely. So let's move on to lips. So I'm gonna do my normal lip liners, Backseat Love and Sweet Tea that I've been using forever, and of course need to be sharpened as well. I swear every pencil I have needs to be sharpened. So this is Backseat Love, the lighter of the two, which is like basically my lip color. So I just go right along the edge of my actual lip line with this one, and then I take the Backseat Love, which shocking, needs to be sharpened as well, and then this is the one that I kind of contour with, so I go a little bit lower where we put that powder contour down with our bronzer, and I take that little brush that I use to contour my lips and my nose and stuff, and I just kind of buff them together, buff it out so it's not a super harsh defined line. And then this lipstick, you guys, so this is not like new, but it's been in my collection and I haven't touched it since I got it. I got it in the most random place one time, also clearance. I guess this is just a play with my new clearance makeup with me video because I'm noticing a theme here. This was in like a clearance bucket. You can see it says like 50% off. This was honestly like $2, and I found this in the most random little store one day that had a bucket of clearance makeup. I picked it up and I'm like, oh, that's a good nude. Yeah. So I got it, never used it, brought it home, put it in my collection. The other day I was looking, I cleaned out my makeup and I reorganized everything and kind of just to see like what all I had, because sometimes when you have a lot, you forget what you have. So I was looking over there at my lipsticks, reorganized them, and I'm like, dude, this is like a really beautiful nude. So this is Covergirl Nude Shine 470. So it has like a shine to it. It's so beautiful. You know what I want? I want to see this. So there's like a swatch of it. It's like kind of crooked because I've been using it in a weird way. I want to see this compared to Maybelline Baddest Beige. So you know I love my Maybelline Baddest Beige. I want to see these two. Okay. See, this is what I didn't like about Maybelline Baddest Beige, is it sometimes is a little pinkier. So this is Baddest Beige and this is the Covergirl one. See how the Covergirl one is just a little bit more nude and the Maybelline one, which is on this side, is like a little pinkier. That's what I didn't love about the Maybelline one, was that it had a little bit too much pink in it for me. I like a more like actual skin nude, bronzy nude color. Oh my god. And honestly, what I love about Maybelline Baddest Beige is that it wears off nicely, you know, like as you start to, because it is a lipstick, it's gonna wear off, but it wears off in a good way. This wears off even better. I'm shook that I have had this for so many years. Honestly, it's probably expired. I'm sorry. I don't care. I can't believe I went so long without using this. Look at, I was literally shook the first time that I put this on. I was like, why has this been sitting over there in my makeup collection not being used for this long? Honestly, look at that. Has a little bit of a sheen to it, not a ton. The perfect amount in my opinion. Dude, this is my perfect nude. I love it more than Baddest Beige, and I literally thought that I would never say that. Covergirl, what have you done to me? What have you done? Like, it still has this weird packaging on it. Nude Shine 470. Covergirl, like what? But like, look at this swatch. You see how this is the Covergirl, this is the Maybelline, and see how it's just a little bit more of a brownie nude versus the Maybelline is a little bit pinkier. So it's just so good. And if it's available, which I hope it is, because the second I run out of that, I have to have more. I hope it's still available because it's ridiculously beautiful, and ever since I put it on my lips that first time, I have not put on anything else. I have not. It's my favorite. Look at it. Oh my god. Look at that nude. Thank you guys so much for playing with makeup with me today. I had a bunch of obviously clearance makeup that I've been loving. I wanted to share it with you because I found it on clearance. I don't know if you can. Honestly, I think it's just one of those things where they just get new stuff in and they're like, here, we need to get rid of this. Let's put it in a clearance bucket. And you just have to get lucky. But even if you don't find it on clearance, you can find this stuff regular price. And I think it's worth it. I mean, honestly, I love the Superstay foundation. I love having a darker one for contour. Obviously, you just heard me rave about this stinking lipstick that I didn't even know existed until not that long ago. This freaking blush is so wonderful. It's my new fave. It's literally, look at the color, look at the swatch. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love it. If you see it, get it. This Flower Beauty, which is Drew Barrymore's makeup line, this Light Illusion foundation is amazing. I think I need to get like a little bit of a lighter shade. I could probably mix the two together and have a more realistic shade, but I mean, I'm pretty tan. I'm pretty tan. I haven't lost my summer tan too much. I can still get away with this. So I just love new makeup. I love playing with new makeup. Thank you so much for playing with makeup with me today, or just being entertained by me obsessing over new makeup that I found. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Yes. It's my new fave. People love it. They're like, what are you doing? How did you do that? I'm like, I'll show you on YouTube. Go check it out. Oh, you guys, I freaking love this Morphe sponge. Okay, what I want to know is, I washed all these sponges like a day or two ago. Why do they look so dirty though? Look at this. I washed this with soap and hot water, but they still look dirty. How do you get this out? How do you get this out? Like, they're totally clean, but they look dirty. So help me out if you know how to fix it. I love a good like natural makeup, but with a big old lash. I love that. I love it. I love it. You know what I think's weird about lashes is the more you get used to wearing lashes, that's when you're like, you can go a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. So, but when you're first starting out, you're like, oh my God, these Demi Wispies make my eyes look, they're so big. Like, they're huge on me. And then now I put them on and I'm like, oh, that's my natural lash. I can just pop that on with like no makeup. And I'm like, yes. The more you get used to it, the bigger lash you're gonna want. And then you get to where you just put mascara on and you feel absolutely naked, and it's never enough. I love a good bronzy forehead. Honestly, I could go bronzier. I could go bronzier. Cause I don't care. And I like to be bronzed and glowy and summery, and I'm wearing this shirt and it's only almost Valentine's Day. Do you guys want some Valentine's looks? I would really like to do some Valentine's looks. Let me know. Let me know down below, okay? Thank you. Also, let me know what else you want to see from me, because sometimes I'm like sitting around thinking I don't know what they want and I don't know what to film. So I need your help. Also, follow me on Instagram, because maybe you could tell me there if that's easier for you. Also, do not judge my nails, because this nail polish sucks because I paint them and then like 3 days later they look like this. And I don't have time to repaint them every 3 days. Don't look at them. Don't judge me. I hear you judging me. Do not do it. Absolutely do not do it. Thank you. I love you. Goodbye.